It's no coincidence, guys, that the Philadelphia 76ers, they hit the jackpot again and they received the first overall draft pick in the 2016 NBA draft. So we kind of all know who's going to be their pick. From LSU, Ben Simmons, supposed to be a great, great player. That's his potential. That's the mock draft. He's going number one. And, congratulations to the Philadelphia 76ers because they've been terrible, right? The last few seasons. They have a young core. Joel Embiid, he's been out for the past few seasons for foot problems. Can I say Greg Oden, right? But he's been out for a few seasons, and with Okafor and his off the court issues with driving like 100 miles an hour or fighting outside of a club, a bar in Boston. So he's still young and he's gonna get it together. But I'm gonna be honest. I was telling some friends of mine. I was like, I like the Sixers right now. If they can get this guy, Ben Simmons, which they are, and with the core that they have, you have Okafor. If Joel Embiid can come back healthy, I really like this team. I mean, I'm not saying they're making the playoffs or anything. I definitely give them a few seasons. I give them like at least 2 to 3 seasons where they can make some noise because the team is still young. I believe they need a point guard, and I don't want to hear from anybody say, "Oh, they have Ish Smith." Listen, Ish Smith is a backup point guard. I mean, yeah, he was a star guard for the Philadelphia 76ers, but in my opinion, that if I'm a free agent, I know you guys might oppose to what I'm saying, and I've had some debates about it. People are like, Jay, they're like, you crazy. I said, listen, and if I'm a free agent, I will go to the Philadelphia 76ers. I will sign with them. And here's the reason why. As a point guard, they need a guard, and I'm sorry for saying it because I want Rondo to come to the Knicks. But say if I'm Rondo, for example, they'll pay him, number one. He'll definitely run the team. And with Ben Simmons and that young core, I think they could do some damage in the Eastern Conference because we all know that's a terrible, 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 terrible conference, right? West is more stronger, right? Right in the East, you just have, I would say, Toronto and and I was gonna say Miami, Cleveland, that are really like the strongest teams, and no pun intended that they're playing in the Eastern Conference Finals, but I always thought they're the strongest teams at the moment. But after that, it's an open game, right? With Boston and the Miami's and Chicago Bulls of the world. It's in Detroit. It's an open season where it comes to Eastern Conference. But I like the Sixers. I'm so excited for that team. And let's give credit to former executive Sam Hinkie, right? We all seen that he left the team. Was it a month or two? It was 2 months ago, I think, when D'Antoni came in and the Colangelo came in. They was just shaking up the team, so he decided to step down. But look what he did. He definitely everybody he did tank. They all tanked, right? Because they got some draft picks. They drafted young players, and what they did was they would trade players. They was like, hey, let's get a draft pick out of this, right? Let me dump this contract. Let me dump this player just to get a draft pick. And that was honestly looking back, it was a smart thing to do because obviously, I mean, it's pure luck too, right? It's luck as well. I mean, to get the number one overall pick, and we seen what happened in 1996 when they got that pick. They drafted out of Georgetown, my guy and your guy, AI, the answer, Allen Iverson in 1996, and we seen what he became to be, one of the best guards in NBA history, right? And just got elected to the Hall of Fame, right? Basketball Hall of Fame. I like the I don't know. I like this team, man. And again, if I'm a free agent, I'm coming to Philly. You have D'Antoni as associate head coach, and I think he's gonna get the Houston job too, guys. I don't know if you guys been following the Houston Rockets. Obviously, they have no coach, and he was interviewed recently with the Rockets, and he's the lead candidate. He's one of the lead candidates for the job, and I think they're gonna hire him But if they don't, whew, that's going to be a dangerous team, the Philadelphia 76ers. Colangelo, he's running an organization. Then you have a young rookie, Ben Simmons. And I know it does take time to develop. You'll have a young Ben Simmons. He can score. He can rebound. He's strong out of LSU. And you know that school, man. Look who they created. Shaquille O'Neal, right? And he was the number one overall pick. Was it 1992? I think Shaq came in, right? Yeah, I think 92. So I don't know, man. Tell me what you guys think. I know I might be a little out there talking about Philly because people probably like, what the hell is Jay talking about? Like, this is the 76ers. They stink. They're garbage. They tank. They don't have talent. Listen, guys, they have talent. You know, what is it? You have Noel, New Orleans. You have Okafor. You have Joel Embiid. If he comes back healthy, everybody's saying he's the next big thing, right? But again, I'm not counting on him. I look at him as a Greg Oden. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you're 7 feet. A lot of times people don't understand. People are like, I want to be tall, I want to go to the NBA. Listen, be careful what you wish for. You might get some millions, but guess what? You might not be walking. This man got foot problems and everything. So, I mean, money is a lot, but money ain't everything, right? So, Ish Smith, if he can come off the bench, right, and then you get a star point guard, this team can definitely contend for a playoff spot. Mark my words, and you guys can comment. If you believe I'm wrong, please let's talk about it. But I'm a little obsessed with this 76's this number one overall draft pick. So I mean I don't really think the draft is that deep in my opinion. Last year's draft was really deep. Oh, you guys know, right? And let's see what happens. But Ben Simmons is definitely gonna get selected as the number one overall pick in the 2016 NBA draft. And if you're a Philly fan, you should be ecstatic, excited that your team they tanked, right? They tanked for this reason, so they can get Ben Simmons and change their whole team around. I mean, right now you have D'Antoni. You just need you guys need to hit a home run in free agency, and again, you need a star point guard, a point guard. Believe me, you need a point guard, and I would definitely go maybe a shooting guard, but definitely a point guard. Get it and get a better bench because once you get a point guard, I'm telling you, veterans will follow. Look what happened with LeBron. It's like Miami. Miami wasn't a good team. When LeBron and Bosh went to Miami, everybody out the woodworks came as veterans. They wanted to win a title. And I'm not saying, listen, I'm not comparing Miami with Philly. I mean, come on, Jesus Christ. I'm not. All I'm just saying is when you have good players and you bring a star in, other players do follow because they want to be a part of it. They want to be a part of that competition. They want to play in May and hopefully June. And again, Philly is nowhere close to that, right? I mean, they haven't been to the finals in 15 years in 2001, right? When the MVP, the answer, brought them there and they lost in 5 to the Los Angeles Lakers, right? So tell me what you guys think. Again, I really like the Philadelphia 76ers right now. And to me, they're my wild card. And if I was a betting man, again, like I always say, which I am, guys, whoever's playing fantasy basketball, sports out there, I would, listen, this will win you guys some money. So take care. I got more videos coming. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I got some real solid videos coming, guys. Some give you guys some great information. So that's about it.